Hello everyone, welcome to today's edition of Fintech News. I'm your host, Nicholas Beliveau.
I'm Pascal Vinandal.
Today is March 10th, and Fintech News, we bring you weekly news happening in Fintech here in Canada and around the world. So today, we will be speaking about Koho, which now signs a partnership with Dialogue. Very cool news. We'll be speaking about Robinhood, which is having some problems in the States based off mostly because of coronavirus and the stock market going down, and then NorthOne, which just did a Series A round, started off in Montreal, and we'll explain a bit about what they do. So we'll kick it off with Koho and Dialogue forming a little partnership. So if you don't know Koho already, they're essentially a prepaid credit card. So they have an app where you could load money onto your card and then track all the spending. So kind of a new age of banking. It's not really debit features, but acts very much like a debit card would. You have money and then you're able to spend it. You're also able to directly deposit your paycheck into the Koho account and then spend it that way. But what's great about it gives you better analytics than you can normally with a regular credit card. They also have different accounts. They have a joint one, which I find very cool. You're able to put money into one account and then share it. So for example, with your partner, you're able to both see the spending and share one mutual account. But lastly, why they partnered with Dialogue is because they have a premium account. So all their other cards are free, but the premium account, it's $84 a year, and they have better benefits, a higher cashback rate. But now premium users will also have access to Dialogue's telemedicine services. So Dialogue, another company based on Montreal, which offers individuals. Before it was only employees of businesses, but now they're going more B2C with this play to access doctors remotely. So no need waiting in line. You just call them up, have a video chat with the doctor, and you're actually able to get your prescription, I believe, directly through the app. So now premium users of Koho are able to access the service, which is really cool. Two startups collaborating to offer a value add. And yeah, medicine and finance often go very much hand in hand when you have unexpected medical emergencies. So it's kind of a natural progression, and they also have both the same backing from, I think it's Portage and Diagram Ventures.
Yes, it's amazing, this collaboration and how fintech are collaborating with other sector, and in this case, medical sector. For the benefits of individual, and I like to see this kind of partnership, and there is a lot of future with this kind of collaboration.
Absolutely. Well, and they also announced a partnership with another insurance firm to offer their services to 1 million new users, and they other news, but it'll be relevant to what you'll be speaking about. Dialogue just announced today as well. They just developed a free app for people to to help with the coronavirus outbreak and just check out what's going on there. So not really fintech related, but you with Robinhood, that definitely has an impact.
Yeah, definitely. Do you know also that Portage Venture, it's invested in Koho, and they're appointing a new partner in Silicon Valley called Chris O'Neill, and he has a lot of experience. He was director of Google in Canada. He was the former CEO and chairman of Evernote, and he worked in many startups, and they want to invest in Silicon Valley in some startup, and it's very interesting.
You know, Canadian venture fund making some big moves and getting some good talent to help grow it, and we see we're collaborating here, and now they're expanding to their San Fran office as well.
Yes, talking about US and the trouble of Robinhood. Robinhood, it's an app that allows users to buy stock and buy stock without commissions. They were the first application in US offering to buy stock individual, to buy stock zero commission, and they had a huge breakdown in the last 2 weeks. 3 breakdown.
3 outages, yeah.
Three.
When people wanted to sell or buy as the markets were a bit plummeting.
Yes, right now, yes, the market is not so good, and a lot of users want to sell their stock.
Yeah.
Or some users want to buy new stock because some people consider that the stock now are on sale.
Yeah.
And they were part of a big testing, and validation. And 2 weeks ago, it was their trading marketplace who didn't work. users weren't able to sell and to buy stock. And last week was their app that doesn't work for a couple of hours.
So what's the reason behind this? Is it directly related to the volatility in the stock market right now?
It's related that we have in the past they have a couple of million of users who are connecting to the app and to their application online, but they didn't have this amount of people were connecting at the same time, and I guess that their server was overcharged, and maybe their tech stack, probably their tech stack are not developed in the right way to handle this amount of user.
Gotcha.
And they never had this kind of amount of user at the same place.
Okay, so it's too much volume going to the platform at once that probably caused this problem.
Yes, but at the same time, their competitor didn't have any issue. It means that their competitor are more strong technically, and it's really bad for them because they were the first company to offer free trade.
Yeah.
No zero commission, but their competitors are doing the same thing, and now the market is consolidating.
Sure.
You know.
So what are maybe the lessons learned out of this then, from the tech perspective? You being pretty comfortable in tech.
Yeah, for tech's perspective, don't stop to test, and also make sure that your tech start are enough strong
and scalable, right?
And scalable, yes.
Perfect.
And a lot of some startup don't think in the beginning of a design that will be robust in case, especially when you start, you don't think at the beginning, okay, I may have user, but you still need to think at the conception of your product that you may have some million users.
Well, this was an unexpected event, right? But
especially when you are trading stock, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. That's well, let's hope for them at least they sort it out quickly and no more outages moving forward. Lastly, NorthOne, so some more positive news. They're a company that actually started out here in Montreal. They had early support from First Capital Partners, and now they just raised a $21 million Series A in New York. So for those who don't know, NorthOne is a challenger bank that's really focused in on small business owners, freelancers, and small startups. So they just really have a focus in their banking suite for this segment. Oftentimes they realize it's large banks don't really have the features adapted to a small business. It could be very time consuming to log into your bank account trying to pull out transactions for the last month. They're not always kept, and it could get quite messy. So they really designed the whole experience around small business owners. We see this a lot. Fintechs, when they focus really on one specific niche, is those that really generally perform quite well. And NorthOne is a fantastic example of that. They raised the round with the help of Battery Ventures, Redpoint Ventures, and Tom Williams. So yeah, congrats to the team and to First Capital Partners out here in Montreal. And we're excited to see what else, how they grow. I think they're already above 100,000 clients in the U.S. I know they have an office in Toronto. I'm not sure yet if Canadian businesses could use it, but we should dive into that. But yeah, some great news for old, let's call them Montreal alumni in fintech.
And it's very interesting, their product, because a lot of financial company don't focus really on small entrepreneurs, small company, and because you don't make so much money, but still they have a huge issue, especially regarding accounting, etc.
Sure.
And it's very interesting, like startup like NorthOne are tackling this problem.
No, absolutely. So that sums up everything we wanted to discuss today. Thank you for taking the time and tuning in. Make sure you check us out again next week, every Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. And now we move on to the French segment, Les Actualités Fintech, just after this. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.